your girl Dope Hope, and I have another skater interview. And if you are tuning in for the very first time, you already know that this one I have interviewed with the We Still Rolling podcast. We have always, crossed each other's paths, but it's always love. But this is the first time this gentleman is in Michigan, right?
It's actually my second time, but my first time up here in Mount Morris. So I've heard about this session for a while, wanted to check it out for many months, so I'm finally here.
All right, well, go ahead and introduce yourself and your social media to your fans.
What's going on? My name is Shim. My Instagram is at Shim Shimmaaaaa with 2 A's at the end. I'm from Toronto, and I love to skate. Been skating now for almost 4 years.
All right, so we are at the end of our session. How did you like the Detroit style, Mount Morris, Flint, if you will? How did you like your experience here?
I like it up here. I like the variety that you have up here. You have the Detroit style, but you also mix it up too. Mm-hmm. So I like the variety of the different styles and different kind of music that you have here. So I really enjoyed it. So thank you very much for having us here, or having me here.
Oh, my pleasure, because you're always a sight to see when you actually get to skate and whatnot. So let's get into what kind of skates you have. Now, you have different skates from Icy Hot. Now, we have interviewed prior to, and these are completely different, and they are very eye-catching. Tell me more about them.
All right, so I'm loyal to Rydell, so I'm going to stick with Rydell. So this time, I decided to get different colors. Still the same setup as my old one. Mm-hmm. So again, I got the 3200s with an Arius plate, but this time I decided to do half and half. I chose royal blue for royalty, of course, but also just because I saw a setup somewhere on social media, someone had blue skates. I'm like, okay, that's a really dope color. I definitely want that. And then I just decided I wanted white on the other side. But the difference this time is I now powder coated my plate. Mm-hmm. I powder coated it to be the same color blue as the blue that's on my skates. And the wheels that I have right now is vintage All-American wheels cut down to 50 millimeters. Okay. But yeah, for my skate setup, shout out to Retro Rollers. That's the skate shop that I go to. Give them a follow at Retro Rollers on Instagram and other social medias. So, yeah.
I love that for you. And these look really, really sleek and lightweight. So what made you cut down the wheels the way that you did?
Well, I'm not that tall, so for me it's like I can't I can't really do 57 millimeters or anything bigger than that. Okay. 57 millimeters is fine, but then I've heard about people cutting down wheels, and I decided to try it out. Mm-hmm. So when I tried it out, I was like, oh, I feel I'm more agile, more mobile, because once the wheels get a little bit too big, it's a little bit too clunky, and I don't like it when it starts hitting against each other. But I tried 50 millimeter wheels and smaller, and I was like, okay, wow, actually, I enjoy the feeling of this more than having a bigger wheel. I'm not a fast skater, so I don't need anything for speed. So for me, it's more having that agility, having that mobility, and those quick, sharp movements that happen, especially in dance skating. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So overall, how many years has it been since you have been skating?
So now it's almost 4 years. I would say it started end of 2018, early 2019. So yeah, it's almost 4 years now.
Okay. Yeah. So has your perspective changed as far as tips that you can give to the newer skaters?
Like I said last time, the last interview, patience is key. And for me, I think the most important thing is also to be a good human being. I know we tend to always focus on trying to be a better skater and focus on getting better and upgrading our skills and all. But I think simultaneously with that, also work on yourself, because skating isn't just, it isn't just our pure existence. For us, it's also we have to focus on who we are as a person too. So don't forget about yourself as a human being. Constantly work on yourself and everything will take care of itself. I feel like once you become a better person, you'll become a better skater too. So yeah.
I love every word, line for line. I like that.
Yeah.
But it's always a pleasure to like cross paths with you. You are stunning as a skater, especially when you do middle work. I'm always impressed.
Thank you.
But glad you stopped by to Skateland Arena.
Yeah.
But I hope to see you soon. Are you planning on going to Icy Hat this year?
I think so. Yeah. Definitely in the plans. Haven't fully decided yet, but probably it's gonna happen. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if I do see you there, we will go ahead and skate for sure.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it first. It is your girl, Dope Hope, and just interviewed with Shim. Also goes by Shim Shimma. I love that for you, by the way.
Thank you.
But we will go ahead and catch you on the next skater interview. But don't be afraid to fall in love with skating. It's your girl, Dope Hope. Let's get busy.